She left me for a rich guy and invited me to her wedding, so I showed up with a surprise that left both of them crying. I dated Tilly for 4 years. We lived in a tiny apartment with a broken heater and a shower that only ran hot for 6 minutes. I was working at a tech startup making $42,000 a year. She worked at a boutique selling overpriced candles. We talked about marriage constantly. I was saving for a ring. Then I came home early one Thursday and found her in our bed with a guy named Vincent. He was 38, drove a Porsche, and owned 3 restaurants downtown. Tilly didn't even look guilty. She looked relieved. Vincent sat up and said, "Sorry, man, but she was always out of your league." Tilly nodded. Actually nodded. "He's right, OP. I've been settling. Vincent can give me the life I deserve." I moved out that weekend. I assumed things would be rough for a while, but they weren't. That same week, my startup got acquired. I sold my part of the company for $6.2 million after taxes, and I knew exactly what happened when you tell people that you have a lot of money. So I didn't tell anyone. I moved to a nicer apartment, kept my old car, and started a new company. And it was around this time that I got an invitation in the mail. It was to Tilly and Vincent's wedding. Handwritten note inside, "No hard feelings. Would love for you to come celebrate with us." I stared at that invitation for a long time. The audacity was almost impressive. The wedding was in 3 weeks. Surprisingly, my answer was a no-brainer. I RSVP'd yes, because I wasn't coming with just me. I was coming with me and a little surprise, one that would change everything. On the day I could barely contain my excitement. I showed up in a simple gray suit, nothing flashy. Tilly spotted me during cocktail hour. Her face did something complicated. "OP, you actually came?" she asked. "Yes, you invited me," I said calmly. Vincent appeared behind her, arm around her waist. "Hey man, glad you could make it. No hard feelings about everything, right?" "None at all," I said, trying my hardest not to smirk. Tilly looked me up and down, and her eyes widened when she saw my Rolex watch. She was practically drooling. "You look good. What are you doing these days?" she asked, pretending not to care. I knew it was almost time for my surprise to come. She left me for a rich guy and invited me